Hey y'all, Ramdino here, coming at you from Overcast, North Carolina. Welcome to the April 7th Appalachian Trail 2019 Thru Hiker Update. This channel is all about chronicling my section hikes and information and gear reviews and things on the Appalachian Trail, but it's also about supporting the thru hikers for 2019 and building the hiker community. So that's our big focus right now, just building that community amongst ourselves and also supporting thru hikers. So if you want to do that, the best way that you can support those thru hikers is to subscribe to my channel down below, hit that little bell so you get our weekly notifications, and then go to my Facebook page at Ramdino Roaming the Trails, and you'll find there the complete list of all the links to everybody that we are tracking right now, all the thru hikers on the Appalachian Trail. You can go and check out their vlogs and blogs and leave comments and help spur them on all the way to Katahdin or all the way back to Springer or anywhere in between. So we appreciate you watching, and let's go ahead and get on with it. Current registrations are Nobo 2,177 have registered for their Nobo hike, and that's up from 2,066 from last week. Flip-floppers, we have 125, up from 118 from last week. And Sobo, we have 135, that's up from 128 from last week. So right now we have over 2,437 folks that are registered for the Appalachian Trail thru hike in 2019, and that's up from 2007 as of last week. Talked to Sherry down at Amicalola Falls State Park, and she tells me that they are up to bag tag number 1,990. So we are fast approaching the 2,000 mark for folks that have left Springer and registered down there and stepped off. And by now, that was at about 3 o'clock today, and by now they have probably already stepped off and hit that 2,000 mark. We don't have any new vloggers or bloggers to add this week, so those are kind of run their course. If you are a new blogger or vlogger, please, I ask you to go and let me know in the comment section down below, or go to my Ramdino Roaming the Trails Facebook page, and you can instant message me there, or to my Instagram page, which is just simply Ramdino. Weather report for Appalachian Trail thru hikers. At Franklin, it's going to rain Monday and Tuesday, Friday and Sunday. So if you're anywhere around Franklin, you're going to be wet several days this week. But it looks like the freezing weather's gone, at least for this week. The nighttime lows are going to be in the high 40s to the high 50s, and the daytime highs are going to be in the low to mid 70s. Damascus weather looks like rain today and tomorrow, Friday and Sunday. Lows at night are going to be from the 40s to the 60s. And the highs in the day is going to be in the high 60s. And Charlottesville, Virginia, we got rain Monday, Friday, and Sunday this upcoming week. Lows at night are going to be in the high 40s to the mid 50s. And the highs in the day are going to be from the 70s to the low 80. So, hello summer. Spring didn't last long. But I still wouldn't send home any of your winter gear just yet. We're liable to get a Indian winter before it's all said and done. Hikers on the trail with updates. These are hikers that have actually sent me their updates via the messenger over on my Facebook page, and that's the best way to give me updates. It takes quite a bit of time. We're tracking over 200 hikers on their blogs, and I just simply don't have the time to go and harvest everybody's updates. So those that are giving me push notifications and sending them to me, I've got those here, and I would greatly appreciate it if anybody wants to be included in that. If they could send me a notification over on my Facebook page via IM at Ramdino Roaming the Trails. All of these, as I've indicated before, are somewhat delayed, so these are not the exact positions, just for hiker safety. Folks over at JCS Outlook channel are almost to North Carolina, and they wanted me to mention that Sweet at Mountains Crossing was fantastic in helping them with repacking their packs so they fit better. He spent about 4 hours with them rearranging their gear, culling some stuff out, so they said that was a super friendly place. They also wanted me to thank Dirty Laundry for the recommendation of getting a cabin with a bathtub. It was the best, according to them. And they met a ridge runner at Lange Creek, had a nice conversation with him. He stated that he was quite impressed with the class of 2019, and they're practicing leave no trace principles. So Proud of all of you. Keep up the good work, class of 2019. Jersey Rednecks are somewhere around Irwin, Tennessee. They have tried switching to oboe shoes and different sock combinations, and the shoes have helped with the blisters. However, they're taking breaks about every 2.5 hours to try and help Redneck's foot problem. You'll recall from other updates that she has been struggling with some foot problems. So if this doesn't work, they may have to come off the trail due to the debilitating foot problems that she's had. They spent a night at Nature's Inn Hostel, and they highly recommend this hostel. It's a good middle-of-the-road spot between Hot Springs and Irwin. So they said they don't have to pack out a lot of food weight from there, and they had a decent resupply. And they offer free pickup at Devil's Gap and Sam's Gap. So they got an awesome common area and nice showers and laundry, and it sits right on a creek, so you get that bedtime white noise. So they really liked it there, and they highly recommend that. MN Hikings have made it to the Knock, and everything is going great with them. Wrong Way is getting closer and closer to the halfway point. It's not going to be but just a few days, and he'll be there. He is currently visiting his uncle up in Virginia, and he's going to be back on the trail at Manassas Gap, and he should be in West Virginia sometime toward the middle of the week. He said that the trail is mostly cleared, a lot of blowdowns, but the PCT has been working hard on keeping those blowdowns cleared. The Facklers have made it halfway through the Smokies, and they plan on a zero in Gatlinburg. JFF Hester is starting back at Winding Stair Gap as soon as these storms that are coming through the first of the week rolls through. Amy and John are over Blood and north of Neal. So Amy's having a little bit of IT band issues, and they plan to slow down just a bit. So I think that's a good idea. You'll recall AOL had some IT band issues and took her off the trail for a little bit to get that straightened out. But she's back on the trail somewhere around the Smokies. So we wish her and Amy and John well with those IT band issues. Rachel from Hiking with Air Channel, she's in the Smokies, and she is without Arrow. So I know that they are missing each other, and she has been dealing with some plantar fasciitis. Radiant Joy, she's in the Smokies, and Wonder Women are somewhere north of 19E in Tennessee. So those are the updates that we have for folks that are on the trail. If I missed your update, I apologize for that. Those are the ones that I can recall that I have received. Please send me your updates. Push those to me through that Ramdino Roam the Trails Facebook page, IM Messenger, and that way I'll make sure I'll get you on there. Folks off the trail, BMA, or that was my trail name for her, but her real name that she started out on her channel was Because I Can Mary Ann. Finally found out, got some information on her, and she is off the trail due to some physical injuries, and she is in rehab for a few weeks. Hot Mess Hiker had a real scare at the jump off south of the Knock, and she will not be returning. So that was apparently a pretty foggy day, and if you've been through that area, you'll recall the jump off part. The trail goes straight down, and if it's foggy, you can't hardly see, and then as soon as you get to that cliff there at the jump off point, you have to do almost 180 degrees, probably a 160-degree turn to stay on the trail to drop down in elevation into the Knock. So if it was foggy and you weren't expecting it, that could be a very scary place right there. So Hot Mess, we're sorry that happened to you, and hopefully we'll see you out there section hiking. Mike and Kathy are off due to some illnesses. So they made it almost to the 300-mile mark, and they have both returned to Nevada and do not plan to return. Barbara from Big Girls Hike 2 is leaving to go see a doctor about some leg problems. Randy Norton is off due to some back problems, and apparently he tore a back muscle and has some other numerous strains, and he hopes to come back in 2020. So Randy will look back for you on the trail then, and hopefully then everything will get worked out and you'll be ready to go for your track in 2020. Gypsy Wanderer is off due to a family emergency, and her hiking partner on the move is somewhere north of the Knock. So Gypsy Wanderer, we keep you in our prayers. Hope you get that family emergency worked out, and you can get back on the trail. Hikers starting next week, or today, Ginga Ninja is starting on the 8th of April, and he is Nobo. Tone Deaf GI 83 is Nobo April 13th. Punk is Nobo the 12th. Sean Lee's Nobo the 8th, and Carl Haverson is Nobo the 8th. So we got a couple leaving together, those on the 8th, and Punk, Sean Lee, and Carl Haverson are all from Instagram. Ginga Ninja and Tone Deaf GI83 are YouTube channels. So let's go to their pages and watch them as they start their journey and spur them on as they hit their road to hit the trail to Katahdin. News from the trail: Jethro Bodine, otherwise known as his trail name is Anchor, was part of a group of hikers that rescued a lady in the Smokies that apparently had broken her ankle. If you go to his page, you'll see there his video he posted about that. Some real good play-by-play video of them helping her and actually having to carry her part of the way to the shelter. And they have quite a team that did a lot of work there. He wants to give a shout out to all the team members. You had some people working combos, some people taking turns carrying her pack, some people carrying her. And so all of that worked out real well. The Rangers, when they caught up to them, they waited with them, waited with the lady until the Rangers and the first responders could get to her. And once they got to her, they said that they obviously did the right thing and thanked them because she probably would have had hypothermia would have set in very quickly had they not been there to help her out. So thanks a lot for that, Anchor, and all of those that helped out with that. You guys are heroes of the trail for the week. He also says that folks in towns that they've been visiting are great, but not so much for a lot of section hikers they've met. So including one section hiker in the Smokies who kicked a through hiker out of a shelter. Now I get that you can under the rules from the Appalachian, or the standard operating procedures from the Appalachian Trail Conservancy, the through hikers, if the section hiker comes up and the shelter's full, then the through hiker has to give that place in the shelter to the section hiker. However, if you ask me, I think that's pretty rude for a section hiker to do that. That's just my personal opinion. I would never do that. I would always come prepared to have my own shelter. And if the shelter is full, even if I want to stay there, then I am certainly not going to tell somebody to get out. So, unfortunately, it looks like we've had some section hikers out there that are not living up to what we expect from the hiker community. So, if you're a section hiker, please don't be that person that acts like that. Whether you're talking to another section hiker or dealing with a through hiker or anywhere else, anybody else in the hiker community. Let's continue to extend that hand of fellowship and warmth to everybody that's out there on the trail. Skyline Drive is currently open in the North and Central districts. That's the Skyline Drive that is north of the Blue Ridge Parkway up in Virginia, and it is the Southern District still remains closed. So apparently they've still got snow on it. As of 4/5, the historic wayside that is along, located on the Skyline Drive at Skyline Drive milepost 51 and AT mile 926.2 is closed for undergoing some very comprehensive renovations and rehab. And so you're not going to be able to get meals there or other services. However, the camp store at that wayside is going to be expected to open April 19th. Fresh Ground with the Leapfrog Cafe is in Damascus today, and he is going to be enjoying the Creeper Trail and hanging out with folks there. And then he will be back with the cafe starting up tomorrow on Monday. Don't forget to check out our Hikers Helping Hikers section. I'll leave those links and down in the description section. We don't have any new trail magic to tell you this week. But keep up with that. If you do have trail magic out there that you'd like me to let everybody know about that tunes into this channel, then let me know and I'll be sure and get that posted. That's it for this week, folks. Appreciate you watching. And as always, appreciate you, and we'll see you out there.